How to learn Japanese every single day. If you want to learn Japanese every single day, you need to do it at the same time. When you do it at different times, it is inconsistent and you want to stay consistent, so do it at the same time. There are many people that recommend doing it in the morning. So in morning, you will wake up, open your eyes, maybe brush your teeth, do shower, or whatever your routine is, and then you will study Japanese for some time. So you have it done. I would actually recommend a different thing, and that is doing it in the evening, hour before going to sleep. What I did, and it is the thing I stayed the most consistent in, was doing it an hour before. So I have an alarm. Use an alarm for that. I had one at maybe 7 p.m. it was, and when it rang, I took my notebook and I studied kanji. So I just took my phone and wrote, and I believe I had over 4 months streak of that, and I learned most of the kanji doing this. What helped a lot is playing a specific music. I recommend lofi music. Just search lofi on Google and play it every time. And when you by a chance don't want to learn that day, you will just play the music and you will get into the mood. That is using the preparation ritual technique. It is what athletes use. They do some kind of stretching every time they need to perform, and that way their body gets ready. Same with this, you will play the music and your mind will just think, oh, learning kanji, learning vocabulary, or whatever. Doing it at the night has a benefit because night is nice. It is that just dark. You hear the music and you are just writing. It is kind of peaceful. And when it's done, you know the kanji, you know the vocabulary, and you can do your night routine and go to sleep. I don't know what your sleep schedule is, but if you go to sleep at the same time every single day, you will remember the kanji better. Because when your body is healthy and you get enough rest consistently, then you will be smarter. If you don't want to implement this tip, it's up to you, but it will be even easier to schedule learning kanji this way. If you want even more help from me, check the first link in the description, which is my paid community, where I will teach you a lot of more details. This tip was for learning kanji or vocabulary. Now I will recommend another thing you can add to your routine, and you don't have to do this at the same time, and it is consuming Japanese content. So you will either watch anime with Japanese subtitles, no English subtitles, no English dubbing, or you will read manga or light novels or even Japanese books, depending on how good you are. This you can do when you are bored instead of scrolling on TikTok or Instagram or Shorts or whatever. Or when you want to do some bullshit, instead of that, you can read or watch anime with Japanese subtitles. It is way more productive to watch anime with Japanese subtitles because this way you are learning instead of just watching anime, which can teach you something, but when you have the English subtitles, you won't learn as much. I didn't learn basically anything when I was just watching with English subtitles. When I started using Japanese ones, I actually learned a lot of more vocabulary and the stuff that you cannot learn from some textbooks or just seeing the words. Imagine how good you will be in Japanese if every time you want to watch anime, you will just watch it with Japanese subtitles. Or every time you are bored and want to play video games or whatever you would do, goon, you will just go and read light novel, read manga with Japanese text and learn a lot of more. Instead of gooning, you will learn Japanese, and within 1 year you will be completely fluent. Now a quick CTA for my program. If you are just starting to learn Japanese, you would really make use of it. I will cover everything that you need to know to become fluent in Japanese. If you are a complete beginner, then you are alright, you can watch my full course. If you are a little bit better, you would still make use of my advanced content and of the community of people who are committed to learn Japanese, so they can hold you accountable. You can ask me questions, and it is really nice if you really like the language. Goodbye.